let's look at an example here of finding the tangent line to the curve y equals x squared at the point -2, 4. And I've highlighted that point here in red. And let's see. Let's say this is -2, 4. And we could probably guess, if you could take a guess at what the tangent line approximately looks like. And I'm just going to go ahead and draw it. It looks kind of like maybe that-ish. If we were to zoom in really far on that point, then the curve would actually look like a line, and it would probably look a lot like that red line there. Okay, so we're going to use the idea that we talked about before for how you actually calculate the slope of the tangent line. Okay, and I'm going to do just okay. So how would we actually calculate the slope of the tangent line? So what we have, remember what we did in the little example before, is what we're going to do is we're going to take a nearby point. So we're going to find a nearby point. And that is going to be, I'm going to call it, I'm going to draw it here. Let's draw it here. I'm going to call it x, and if I go up here, maybe it doesn't feel very nearby for you, then the x coordinate of this is x, and the output coordinate is going to be x squared. Okay? And we're going to make a secant line then. Let's do this with a straight edge. Okay. So we're going to find a nearby point, and that is going to be x squared and calculate the slope of the secant line. Which is going to be through -2, 4, and x squared. And then we're going to see what that slope looks like as we move x closer and closer to -2. I should have said beforehand, we should probably take a guess about what we think that tangent line, what the slope might be. And so why don't you pause for a moment and actually imagine, think about, what do you think the slope of that red line probably is, the tangent line? Okay, so hopefully you came up with some number that is negative. Okay, so the slope is definitely negative for that because the function is decreasing. And the slope is also a number that's bigger than 1. It's a pretty steep point on the curve. And so maybe you actually imagine that it's like 3 or 4 or 5, okay? Or sorry, -3, -4, -5. Okay, so let's actually do this calculation. And so we're looking at the slope of the line between these 2 points. And so our slope, let's call it m sub s for slope of the secant line. The slope of the secant line is going to be, difference in y values is x squared minus 4 divided by the difference in x values is x minus 2. Okay? And then what we'll have is then the slope of the tangent line, let me put that in red, m sub t, is going to be the limit of that m sub s as x goes to -2. And I made a mistake. This is not x minus 2, it is x minus -2. So x squared minus 4 and x minus -2. Okay, so the slope of the tangent line will be the limit of the slope of the secant line as x goes to -2. And I'm going to go ahead and put this as x plus 2. All right, now I'm going to do some calculations in Desmos to actually estimate this. But, so yeah, that'll be the next video.